Welcome back, everybody, to another beautiful day down here at Point Marina, and welcome back to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ranch channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru Productions back at the ramp, and as I already mentioned, we are at Black Point today. And our crew's making their approach, and you can tell the current's pulling a little bit today. They're having to come in at a kind of a funky angle to get this in right. Oh, he's going to give the heavy brake check, but that's probably not good. He's going to try and correct it, but now he's got himself in a little bit of mischief here. So somebody's going to probably need to step to the stern of this boat and watch the dock and make sure he doesn't hit it. Oh, he's giving it a little too much throttle, and now we're sideways. So Cap's telling him to watch it. They're going to have to reverse this one, but with the current and wind going from right to left across the screen, the second you reverse this, kind of like he did just there, that current's going to start pulling. So he's going to need to reverse this thing and get that stern turned back out pretty quickly. And good job, Cap. I thought for sure he was going to back into the dock there. So Cap's kind of sick of it, so he's going to go ahead and go for a couple tosses and try and get this thing on. And there we go. He'll get himself on one of the poles there. And that should be good enough for him to bring this thing back over. Our crew's making their turn in, and it actually looked pretty good right here. So wind and current going right to left, you're going to have to come wide. Well, I thought he looked good. And now I think he's cut it too sharp in because I don't believe he's going to the dock on the left. I believe he's aiming for the dock that's just to the right of this. And yep, now I can tell he is. He realizes he's turned in too soon, and he's going to have to come a little bit wider to try and make that turn. So the good news here, though, we do have some assistance. It looks like we got some people handling lines. We got plenty of people on the side. Now we got somebody on the dock even. But he left the wheel turn. That's going to smack the dock. Oh! They hit the dock. So basically, he left the helm, but left the engine turned, which means as they came forward, the bow of the boat was going to turn hard into the dock. And unfortunately, they smacked it. One of the reasons, if you're going to leave the helm, you definitely want the boat neutral, but you typically are going to want to make sure that wheel is in a neutral position as well. And our crew's making their approach, coming in a little bit hot. So hopefully our kid's hanging on up front, because he's probably going to have to do a brake check. Same deal, current's got him a little bit, so their angle now is a little off and a little messed up. Here comes Cap with the brakes, but oh no, once again, Cap, is going to hit the dock. He's gotten himself sideways, man. We've just watched everybody struggle down here at Black Point for 2 days in a row now. So Cap's telling our young man to kind of watch that rear dock. He's going to have to give it a little bit of pressure here to try and back this thing back around. Oh, quick thinking by our guy on the bow. So our kid that was on the bow of the boat just grabbed his line and basically made the walk and made the leap and got this thing over, and now he should be pretty good. So we've got a line on the dock. Basically, we just got to get that bow pulled over, and this thing should be all right. So Cap's left the helm, and they're going to try and pull it around, but once again, this wind and current's got them now, and they didn't pull the bow fast enough, so they've started sliding back down the dock. Now they've got to get the boat again pushed back in front of the dock before they can really pull the bow. So our kid on the bow line is going to try pulling it, but it's just going to rub the boat against the dock as they do this. So Cap right here, even though we have a line, he probably could help them out with a little bump of forward, but I mean, it's probably not necessary. Our guy on the bow line really just needs to pull this up, and we'll get the kid with the stern line off, and they'll get this thing tied up. And our crew's making the same struggle everybody else is making, having to come in sharp. And wifey behind the helm, our guy's looking to make a leap. He's got a hand on the dock. But he hasn't quite gone for it yet, but he's going to have to because this boat's going to start drifting into the boat in front of him. So he's got a line in hand, and instead of jumping off, it looks like he's just going to hand that line off. And Wifey's tossed a stern line, so we should be able to get this thing pulled back over now. But they were kindly drifting in toward the boat that was in front of them on that dock. So Wifey will tie that line up, and they should be able to get this one on now. A lot going on down here today. It is a busy day for sure. And oh, these guys have drifted off as well. And oh, hang on, guys. He hits the throttle to stop the boat. Fortunately, everybody hangs on. You never know on that one. That's how we see people go flying. So he's got his momentum. Sharp angle back into the dock. We got one off. See if we can get this. Oh, a little smack on the dock as well. But our guy with the stern line is going to get off. And now we got 2 lines on the dock. And we should be able to get this one pulled back level and get this one tied up. Our crew down here at the end is going to try and battle the current as well. This is actually their 3rd attempt to try and get on the dock. They have been struggling. And the 3rd attempt's not off to a much better start. So Cap's got it reversed a little bit, but once again, now that they've got it reversed, that's going with the wind and current's momentum, they're going to start sliding back. So our guy in the bow has tossed a bow line, so we've at least got 1 line onto the dock. And we've got 1 person onto the dock as well. So we're going to make an adjustment, I guess, on the dock we're going to come into. They were trying to go in on that far dock on the outside. Maybe we're going to stay to the inside now? No, we're going to push it back around and try and bring it back around to that far outside. Now we've got 2 people off on the dock. And it's still just a struggle. So here they're going to have to push it wide around the dock and then try and pull the bow in. But as I mentioned, they've made multiple attempts. I mean, it's not just them, though. It's once again, just an everybody thing today. It has been crazy down here, the struggles we've seen. I could make a 4-hour video of just the struggles I've seen down here today, but it just wouldn't be quite the same as just giving you guys the highlight reel version that we do. These guys are going to move it around, and they'll get sideways on the dock, and that should get them up here, and they should be able to be on their way and get themselves out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.